2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time for the final round. Let's head out onto the course. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. Alongside me in the booth is my mate Rich Beam, and out on the course as always is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. It's going to be a sensational week, and we can't wait to bring you all the action here at 2K Sports. Can't wait to get into the action. Let's get down to the first hole. A thing of beauty. And let's see if she can set the tone for a good day. Oh, absolutely flushed. Coming fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the player is firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
Now, that looked pretty good the whole way. This putt is of 9 feet. Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it. So, yes, birdie on the first. Great job.
Rich, if you missed a birdie opportunity at the first, you've certainly got one here at the second.
Yes, par 5 is pretty much just straight away. You got to avoid those bunkers down the left-hand side. For those players laying up, you got to lay it up shy of the big bunker down the right-hand side. This green sits ever so slightly above the fairway, and again, they're just not that big of targets. It really is a cool golf course designed by Pete Dye.
Oh, that's a great approach shot.
Yeah, it took a bit too much club on that one.
Ooh, that almost went down. Always nice to have a birdie putt. In she goes. Let's head to the next.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Let's recap this big putt. Good smooth stroke. He's been dialed in all day on the greens, and there's yet another example. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. The third hole is a long par 3 measuring 230 yards.
Be careful of the wind here. You can't always feel it as those trees on the left sometimes block it out. Missing it right is an obvious no-no, but missing it left is no guaranteed of an up and down either. The green slopes away pretty severely over there.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
Pretty sure this is breaking pretty hard to the right.
Well, that one's come off the blade with intent. Looks to have some good speed about it too. Yes, she's made it. What a putt. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. TPC Louisiana might be known as a birdie fest. However, you're going to find plenty of challenges, including the par 4-4.
How can bunkers that are so minuscule be so agonizing? That's exactly what these are down the left-hand side of the fourth hole. You avoid those, and you get a good look at the green for your second shot that gently works away from the player.
Taking aim from about 170 yards. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. That one just slides by. Putting for birdie here. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
Now 7 shots behind after that. Rich, the 5th is a shortish par 4 by today's standards, but still enough there to mess with your ball.
Players want to move the tee shot from right to left on this hole because there's some trees on the tee box that'll kind of force you that direction, so driver may not be the play. The second shot, however, that's where it gets interesting. This green absolutely belongs in a skate park. This has more humps and bumps and wobbles in it. It is a very cool design.
Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Great ball striking. It's a thing of beauty.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
This player is putting for fun.
Currently at -5 now for the event. The 6 is a tremendous par 4. Plenty of golf hole, this one.
Water all the way down the left-hand side, so that's going to shove your tee shot out to the right, which make that second shot so much longer. Not much to the screen. It's fairly flat, but finding it in 2, well, that's a tall order.
Nothing like a bit of momentum here, Rich. This one's going for another birdie.
It's a good start to the day. Let's hope they can keep up the good form.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. John, what's she looking at for this putt?
Well, guys, this looks like it's about 21 feet.
Put a good stroke on this one. Good speed about it. Look at this. Oh, beauty. And now she'll move to 6 under for the tournament.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The 7th provides a great opportunity if you can get a good driveway. This par 5 is a lovely hole.
Pete Dye put a zit in the middle of this fairway, and it absolutely needs to be popped.
It's almost like a magnet for your golf ball.
You drive it in that fairway bunker, and you're absolutely beside yourself on how your golf ball could end up in something so small. It is a brilliant design, a brilliant bunker on a hole that should be birdieable by everybody in the field.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
And this putt to move into the top 10. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, it's going to bank to the left-hand side, this one.
Oh, that was a great shot. Almost made eagle. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. Now 4 back after that hole. The 8th is a short par 4, Rich, and modern players are starting to try to drive this green.
They are, although I don't quite see it that way. It's such an easy second shot if you just lay it up short of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side. You're not going to have much more than a flip sand wedge, gap wedge maybe, to a green that once again has a lot of movement to it.
Oh, just snuck over the edge there. This putt to move into a tie for ninth. And that's 8 birdies today. She finds herself currently in a share of 9th place on the leaderboard. The front 9 finishes in a unique style, a par 3 of 210 yards length.
This is actually a par 3 on the card, but most players look at it as a par 4 because there is nothing simple about this hole. If you bail out to the right, you're going to fall off into a low area where it's nearly impossible to chip it up close without taking a risk. So most players are just resigned to making 4 and moving on.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. This putt for a spot in the top 5. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is going to turn ever so slightly to the right.
That was well holed, and for birdie. This is the transition point of the round, making the turn, heading for home. How do you rate this player's performance so far?
Heck of a round going right now for this player. Has moved well inside the top 10 and continues to move up this leaderboard with 9 holes left.
Is this going to hold the fairway? And Rich, that back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player's full of confidence, and rightly so.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
That's some good golf right there. This putt to get to double digits under the card. That's disappointing. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot.
And being a couple off the lead, they can't afford to miss those birdie opportunities.
The par 5 11th, very gettable if, Rich, you can avoid that monster tree about 100 yards out.
Exactly. Tee shots, once again, you're starting it between a couple of bunkers, but the second shot, there's a tree about 75 yards short of this green, and you've got to figure out a way around it. Do you draw it around it? Do you hit a fade around it? What do you do? No easy task for any of these players. Green sits above the player just a little bit, and again, has a lot of movement on it.
Oh, I love the look of that. Couple back, Rich, and had the courage to get after it.
Couldn't come at a more opportune time as well. Currently 2 back. Make the eagle, tie for the lead.
Ooh, nice line. For eagle. And as we move along, this player is currently tied for the lead with Victor Hovland. Well, the 12th is certainly one of the stronger holes on the back 9. This par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
You want to try and hug the left-hand side as best you can to shorten up the hole as much as you can, but still avoid that bunker if at all possible. Second shot, the green up there sits a little bit caddy cornered to the players, so working the golf ball in there for left to right for your second shot would be the play.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. She won't be too disappointed with that. Certainly a couple of putts from there, and that'll be a good hole. 13 feet to the cup.
She's staring a birdie straight in the eye here.
Penny, take us through this putt. What's she facing?
This putt's going to come in from the left side.
Looking really good, this one. What a putt that was. Now leading by 1 shot. Rich, the 13th is a short par 4, but a really good one, depending on how much you want to take off.
There's really no real reason to go right at the green, Luke, with the tee shot, even if you have the power to get there, because you just can't stop it on the green. If anything, you want to hit it out to the right, where your next shot is going straight up the green. This is a very flat green, but is perched well above the fairway. It's a wonderful birdie opportunity.
Well played.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
Just 6 feet between her and the hole.
Looking for another birdie here.
She should be impressed with that. That's another putt that'll build on her advantage.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
As we update the standings, our featured player leads with the Viking, Victor Hovland, right behind them. Going with the hybrid. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Okay, Henny, what's she looking at with this putt?
She looks focused, guys. 23-footer. I think she likes it.
Starting this one to the left, and let's see if it comes back.
And this one is for her par. And well holed. Let's move on. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The 15th is certainly no cakewalk either. A par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
This is the time where you need to have the best drive of the day. Take it out to the right, avoid the bunkers down the left-hand side. And the green, once again, it's got some movement into high spot in the front, a low area, and then a high area in the back. When the pin's all the way back, good luck making 4.
Taking aim from around 190 yards here. Currently leading by 2. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Henny's down there. You got a read?
A slight break to the right here. Now that's how you roll the rock.
And down it goes. Now 14 under, heading down the stretch.
Yeah, we're just a slim lead coming down that stretch. Anything can happen.
And it's a 3-stroke advantage for our leader as we head to the next hole. Rich, just 3 holes to go here at TPC Louisiana, and what a finish it is. A great short 4 at 16.
Luke, this is something special here. You can go for it if you want, but you better be mindful of that water up and around the green. Just lay it up out to the left, and you shouldn't have anything more than a pitching wedge to this minuscule green.
Nicely done.
This is her second here. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent. Putting for birdie. And with that fine putt, she extends her advantage over the field.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
She's currently in first position. The par 3 17th requires a really strong tee shot, doesn't it, Rich?
That it does. Again, a very difficult par 3 with water all the way down the left-hand side. Just bail out to the right as best you can and rely on your short game to make that par.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. This putt is about 10 feet from the hole. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
So, straight for the most part, with a little bit of left at the end.
Ooh. Putting for a par here. Job done. Let's head to the next. Currently 15 under par for the event. The finishing hole at TPC Louisiana, in my opinion, Rich, is a great one because, again, you can have anything from eagles all the way through to bogeys and worse.
Just avoid those little pot bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might be able to give it a whirl in two. However, you got to be careful to A, not miss it right, obviously, but even going too far left, you can really get an uncomfortable pitch shot from a low area left of the green.
Handy effort, that one. Nicely done. She has this to finish her round with the clubhouse lead. And she makes the putt to grab the clubhouse lead. That's good golf by her, but she's got that nervous weight as the rest of the field finishes up their day. Well, Rich, we saw from the get-go that this player was right on song this week, just a class above.
This player absolutely dominated all week long, all tournament long. Great job. You don't see this happen very often.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.